Welcome to MJ's Garden Chat, episode 55. It is Thursday. How has everyone's week been, like on a personal level? Let's start there because worldwide we know it's crazy. So, how is everyone doing personally? Mental check in.
That is just work was busy, which is kind of weird with what's going on, but it's been pretty
I'm
good.
weak. That's good. That's good. What about you, my love? How is your day going? Or your week, rather?
The week, the ending of the week has been great because I'm finally back at work. However, I'm terrified from all these germs, and now flu A is going around along with coronavirus and COVID. So no thanks. Like I'm yay back at work around 130 kids that are in
But
my
boo,
class.
yeah, because of all of the germs. Noah was sent home today because he wouldn't let them take his fever, so there's that. But his hands were a little warm, and his teacher said he wasn't himself, so I picked him up early. I think he might be asleep already. So little self, there is something going around.
Bub's whole
Hopefully,
body was hot yesterday and the day
oh,
before that, but he's
oh
sick
Yeah, a lot of
today.
no,
people are getting the flu.
oh no.
Yeah, they said flu A is going around, COVID, and the coronavirus.
Oh, I hate that one. What is that? Because that one puts you in the hospital.
Oh no.
hmm
Not the hospital. And pneumonia is going around too. I feel like a few people have said they had like pneumonia.
Yeah, and a lot of nurses are saying that they're being told they still have to go to work even though they have pneumonia.
Huh?
Yeah, and one
And this is
nurse,
how this spread. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, and one nurse, she went on TikTok and she was upset because two of the older nurses passed away. And she was like, and they keep making people come in who have tested positive,
Oh no. That's awful.
but they don't have enough staff for
No, I
anybody to not.
know. For
It's a
anyone to
mess.
not go in. That's crazy. You know who else didn't have enough staff? The FAA.
Jeez.
Ah,
Jeez. Jeez.
that was good.
I mean, since we're talking about short staffism, if that's even a word. I don't even think that's a word. Since we're talking about facilities being short staffed, let's talk about, yeah, the FAA and this aviation crash. So yesterday at the, what is it, Reagan Airport
hmm
in Washington D.C. No, is it in Arlington? I'm confused. Is it Arlington,
No, it's in
Virginia?
no, it's in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Well,
um
it's on the border.
oh, okay, so that's probably why. um and a US military helicopter, the Black Hawk, crashed into American Airlines. Like they're one of their smaller planes. I think it was a 60 passenger plane.
hmm
And
Yes, it
it
was
fell
60
into the
passengers and 7 employees.
that insane. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's any survivors, if not mistaken.
Nope, none at
No,
all.
no, and they said that they found like a couple dozen bodies, but I don't think they've got all the
They
bodies.
haven't found all the bodies. They found 29 so far today.
Oh no.
And two of them were world champion ice skaters that were on their way to another tournament.
Yeah, but there were six on the plane total. So there were six on the plane,
I
and
know two of them were minors. That's the info I have.
Yeah,
Two of
I
them were
feel like
uh-huh.
that.
minors.
Yeah, and they were from Boston.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and
two
then
of the
there were
coaches
six
were
that
also on that flight.
yeah, and there were six that didn't get the plane, like they were on the next plane.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so it could have been the whole entire team, but it was
That's
six.
crazy.
Yeah, they went live with some like Virginia ice skating rink apparently because that's where the tournament was supposed to be at. It was supposed to be in Virginia today. I don't know if it was supposed to be today, but I know they were supposed to meet there today. So they
Hmm,
had like some live recording going on earlier this afternoon.
it's so sad.
That is very sad. But
And
you know
then
what?
the
Go
the
ahead.
people waiting for their like family names. Like we've only really heard about the
But really, there's
skaters.
no point. You try to hear your family's name. Come on now, nobody's surviving that. It's what -15 out there in that water.
Yeah,
It's
but
Titanic.
a lot of people don't know like the flight or what plane their loved one was taken. Like if I'm over here and my cousin takes a plane, I don't know like flight number and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
need the name.
Yeah,
True.
what if you don't know? And the thing that's crazy, during the press conference today, one of the reporters had asked him about that. He was like, or she, excuse me, she was like, you're so quick to blame like DEI and all of that, but you don't even have like there's not even a list of names yet of the people who've been affected by this. Like, how are you gonna sit there and point fingers so quick?
Yeah. And no blame on the Black Hawk plane. No blame on that.
No blame on the fact that he just cut DEI less than a week ago from aviation. Dude,
Yeah.
there was no traffic support person. Like, so if from what I heard, and I don't know if this is like accurate or not, so I mean, like, don't take me to the bank on it, but
Mhm.
the person who was in charge of like conducting the traffic control, he was working two positions. So he was only like, obviously we are one person, you're supposed to have one job, but he was doing the job of another person. So with him
Mhm.
not being there, that's two positions not being filled.
Yep. And then when you go into these control rooms, it's like a million computer screens. So you're already like cutting yourself thin and trying to look at all of these screens at one time.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, you have to do it for both people that are supposed to be sitting there and you're just there by yourself. If you go to the bathroom, what happens?
What happened? Literally, I never even thought of that. Yeah, that could, yeah. Because oh my goodness.
I'm
It's a
assuming, I
wild.
don't know if you've ever watched the episode Manifest, but like there's a scene where they're on a flight and the pilot's up front and he sees something coming but he can't tell what it is and he's trying to get the radio going. He's asking them, what do y'all gonna see on the sonar because I can't make it out. And he's waiting for a response, and then he gets so close, he's done waiting for a response. He's now crashed. And
I
I know
feel
that's
like
not exactly what happened with them because they said go under it. Okay, but then why didn't you go under it at that point? What else happened?
Yeah. And then don't forget, it's cold as heck, it's windy as heck. And this happened before with the helicopter because people keep bringing up the Kobe situation. So when you have a helicopter and you're in high winds and you have a new person training, lots of problems could happen.
yeah, that's so true. As Trump's here, like oh my goodness, during the press conference, he was like, I have a helicopter. Helicopters are easy to stop. You just stop them. Sir, what?
What? He
Like,
doesn't even fly the somebody.
yeah, that's literally what he said today. And it's just like, and this is the man that's running our country. Dude, how, okay, like besides the fact that like we don't have like aviation is like a specialty. Like you don't have everyone that's going to pilot school. Like, like so
Mm,
to
mm.
already have like a small field, then you lay off all of the people within that field. You just eliminated that position and you didn't fill it.
Yeah,
So
and
and
the
then
pilots depend on those people to tell them that it's clear because you
yeah.
got to remember it's blind spots. So like you think in your car you have blind spots, the airplane
Definitely. Definitely. The airplane definitely has blind spots. Blind spots, wind spots, cloud spots. Like what? I
exactly rain spots, birds, all
Yeah, like all of the
kinds.
things. Like this isn't like you're just taking a joyride. And the fact that they were so close to being to landing.
Oh,
They were like 4 minutes away. They were supposed to be like
hmm.
I don't even just watching it, like watching the images on YouTube, all I could think of was 9/11.
Ugh. Don't get me
Like that's
started. And
that's
then the
all I
fact
could
they
think
have the
about.
video and they keep showing the video over and over again, and you have to remember, like, people passed away. Like, stop showing this stupid video.
Yeah, people passed away. People don't know. Some people might not even know that their family was on that plane, like you had said
Exactly.
before.
Exactly. And you only found half the bodies, so you know there's going to be people saying, "Well, you didn't find him, so he might have swam or he might have did this or he, it's like when somebody goes
Yeah.
missing."
Yeah. No closure for these families.
Me and
That's
my students were
crazy.
debating it earlier, but literally, when if you did like just get a concussion or something, or like you were just barely injured, and by the grace of God, and then you end up in the water, now you're
Yeah.
freezing to death.
Now
Are
you're
you
free.
gonna make it to
Exactly.
shore on time before you literally freeze to death? No.
Exactly.
Yeah. The water is so
Exactly.
cold.
And then it's pitch dark,
Black.
black. Like
Yeah.
it's
Where
not
you
it's not like a pretty clear water
water,
that you
yeah,
could
Right.
it's
It's like
see.
where the
river
fuck is shore to
water.
begin with?
Jeez.
Oh. But I want to go back to let's go back to him blaming the DEI. So I find it funny. Do you guys remember the Microsoft the blackout in July?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay, so you remember, but some people might not. So July 15th, Microsoft had came out saying that they're completely getting rid of their DEI program. They said that it wasn't like good for business. Boom. 2 days later, Microsoft has the world's like largest outage. It
Yep.
affected hospitals, airports, banks. It was like a
Yep.
complete shutdown because of
All the
some like
kiosks.
cyber attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like 2 days after they let go of all that whole department. Like, okay, so that happened. Fast forward to now, dude, you let go of DEI for the FAA, and then a week later, a whole airplane crash, like on the. We haven't seen
Literally.
a tragedy this bad since in the air since 9/11.
Yeah. I've never seen it. At first, I thought they were talking about just the helicopter. So I was like, oh, is this, it's sad. I was like, oh, it's a couple of people. The helicopter can only fit so many people. Then they were like, no, it crashed into a 60 passenger plane. I said, oh, no.
And yeah, it pissed me off to
So,
find out that A was military, and then it pissed me off to find out that their only statement, or no, their first statement was a mistake was made, not we made a mistake.
oh,
A
yeah,
Yeah,
they
mistake
can't
was
do that.
made.
They're all trying to cover their butts because there's going to be a lot of civil suits because what is a military plane doing? uh at
They
that
said
level and
routine air check, or whatever the fuck that means.
yeah,
yeah,
they
but
did
at
say
that time of
that.
night in that type of weather, like you could have did that another day.
Yeah, but if you don't have anyone, if you don't have leadership to tell you that, you're just going to go on about your normal shift.
Jeez Louise.
If you think about it, someone had tweeted okay, so they tweeted this yesterday morning at 8:06. They said an FAA employee I know confirms agency already lacks sufficient air traffic controllers. The so-called buyouts and other attacks on federal employees won't help. Remember that fact when the flight delays, presumably crashes, commence and Trumpers start falsely blaming DEI or Biden. That's
Yep.
insane that he tweeted
Yep.
that the morning of the crash.
Yep.
Like that happened that night.
And people are scrambling because you have to think this man is saying one day he's saying no federal funding. People, especially in America, like almost everybody is living paycheck to paycheck. So you can't just tell people, oh, you may or may not have a job tomorrow, depending on how the president feels that morning.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's so true. Mostly all Americans, unless you're a part of his elite, they're living paycheck to paycheck, just like struggling.
Yep.
And I don't even, I don't know.
It's
He's
just
just,
disgusting.
as they have pictures, they literally, I was looking online and one of it was like the Irish news or something had an article about how Trump like took away DEI, and then a few days later the accident.
Yep.
Like, if other countries are like putting two and two together, why is it taking Americans like forever in a day to see?
Because we're dumb.
Ah,
So were the TikTok Australians, were they lying?
oh my goodness, no, they weren't. But the TikTok Australians, can they send me some Uggs, because I need those ones and not the ones they're selling here in America. America is trash. Just throw this whole country away.
Start over.
Literally,
Start
no,
over.
literally.
Well,
But
actually, no, because that's
that's what
kind of
he's
what he's
trying to
trying to do.
do. But like, I don't know. And Kamala's just sitting there. She's just sitting there because her
That's my
whole
girl.
campaign was around "we're not going back," and she's just 8 days in. She's just like, "I told you guys."
Told y'all.
Like, I like, I don't even, speechless. I'm speechless.
Somebody they did a little skit on TikTok where it was like supposed to be Kamala calling Michelle Obama, and Michelle Obama was like, "Hey girl, how's it going?" And then it cuts to Kamala. She's like on the beach in a bikini,
No.
drinking lemonade, and she's just relaxing. She was like, "Have you heard about what's going on?" And Kamala's like, "No, not really.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm sipping lemonade in the shade,
No, not really. Just chilling,
just
minding my
chilling.
business."
Because she had, yeah, because that's crazy. And I don't even, and I wouldn't even be mad, because it's like, I don't know, we told.
Did you guys see that clip on TikTok where someone posted on their Twitter, what did they say? Someone posted on their Twitter and was like, "Where are all the Democrats? How come they aren't fighting for this? Why are they just sitting around and watching?" What?
That's crazy. You go fight.
And they were like a few moments earlier, and they cut to a tweet from the past where she's like, oh, we need to vote for Trump. He's gonna change everything.
Yeah, buyer's remorse.
Oh my
That's what these people
gosh.
get. I don't even. It's like I feel bad because it's affecting everyone, but in the same breath, it's like I don't feel bad. It's like
Mm-mm.
all of the Mexicans that voted for Trump, y'all are bugging. Y'all are
Oh my
bugging.
gosh.
Y'all are bugging. Like, like that's crazy. Like, you didn't think, I don't know. And then all of the women that voted for him, like, I don't know. But then when you look at
Literally
the
voted against your
breakdown,
own rights.
facts. But it's like when you look at the exit poll breakdown, and then you see like the education level, and seeing that most of the Republican Party is uneducated, Trump fed off of that. Like,
Yeah.
uh, he definitely fed off that, and they want to create more of that. Hence the reason that it's like, okay, so you want to end abortion, right? And in the same breath, you want to take out food stamps, Head Start, and free lunch. So
Mm.
how are these mothers and these parents, these families supposed to take care of these children? Like, if they're, you know,
I was saying
like,
that this morning. I was like, you think they neglectful now? Just fucking wait. They
Yeah.
really gonna be
yeah,
neglectful later.
Yeah. Yeah. And my dad told me that like back in the day when like abortion was illegal, he said that like that didn't stop anything. That was the time when the babies were getting left in the dumpsters, and
yeah,
he said it was so bad that women were
Exactly.
throwing themselves down the steps.
Just like how they always say, you can't force a man to be somebody he ain't gonna be. Okay, we can't force somebody to be a mama if she wanna be a fucking mama.
it's
Exactly.
true. Yeah,
Okay, I mean you can't. There are plenty of people out there who will leave a baby in a damn dumpster, put the baby in the toilet pipes. I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
leaving them on doorsteps and at the fire departments and all types of things. On top of that, did you just see today the woman who got arrested because she left her child alone for 3 days and the
Oh my
house looked like
gosh.
it looked like
Yeah,
there was fucking shit everywhere.
I did.
Oh
Shit and
no.
piss. They said they did the autopsy on the little 3-year-old girl, and she had been eating her own shit for the last 3 days because she was
Oh.
starving.
Oh my god.
No,
It's just gonna be more cases of that. It is,
that
and you know
it
because how she died was because she was in the house by herself, not because of her eating the shit, not because of her being dehydrated, but because she climbed up on the dresser and it fell on top of her.
Oh no.
no. That's crazy because the thing, and you want to know what's wild, because if this is the same story that I heard about, the mom there was two kids that she left at that house by themselves because she was going to her boyfriend's house.
Oh, I'm so sick of that. So sick of that.
Yeah.
And then where's the father of the kids? Like, I'm so sick of that.
No,
Like,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, I saw that. I def did. I saw that on Facebook yesterday. And it's like you're as you just said that you're going to see more cases like that. Like
And then did
people.
you guys see the guy that like he spread the rumor that Trump was taken away like for men who who paid child support. Trump was saying that they were going to get to claim the kid on the tax return.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
then that like whole thing blew up and comes to find out it was a lie. He just
Yeah,
made
I
it
knew
up.
that was a lie though, because I was like, ain't no fucking way. Half those men
Yeah.
don't even know their own kids' social security number 2 file.
And then I don't like how people like boost up child support. Like some men are like paying
I
$20.
got $50 this week, bitch. What you mean?
Oh my
$50
god.
and 35 fucking cents.
I literally cannot. I'm weak.
I
She's
had
like,
literally just
wait.
said this morning, I was like, well, thank God I'm gonna get $100 this week because I need that 100. Boom, 55. That's
Oh,
what the fuck you get.
oh my gosh. That's why I hate those like podcasts where the men are up there and they're like, they're taking the child support. They're taking all the money. And it's like you're not paying nothing.
I'm
The
so
average
weak.
American doesn't pay that
No,
much per
that
kid.
$55 is one box of diapers and that's it. Nothing else. I mean, oh wow, thank you. What about food, water, electric, gas in my fucking car?
Yeah.
No biggie though. We'll figure it out, right? We always do. You knew I would be smart enough to do it. That's why you left me with them.
It's terrible.
It's
It's absolutely terrible. I'm like, I'm so sick of people blaming everything on the woman that stayed.
I had a
bro.
TikTok go viral like 2 years ago, and it was my very first child support check. They went fucking wild over that. Oh my
Oh
god!
my goodness,
Look
I
at your nails
remember
done,
that.
you little bum bitch. She was like, "Oh my god,
What?
really?" With my press-ons that I got from the Dollar Tree. You're
Because
mad because my nails are done from press-ons at the Dollar Tree.
you have self like care.
Like what? Go
Yeah,
get a job. Like bitch, I have two. Like what do you
Oh my
mean?
gosh.
I
Oh,
literally cannot. Yeah, the internet is ruthless.
yeah.
They
And they're
will.
saying even since that law was passed from like that whole thing down south, more women have passed away during childbirth. Like it didn't help. It didn't save anybody.
Yeah, I bet. They're like, I don't even know. As JD Vance was at the More Life March, like, w- we need more babies. Like, sir, what? At,
They just need more laborers. That's
no,
all they're looking
that's
for.
exactly what it is, and that's the what they're trying to like make. They're completely eliminating the middle class. So it's like they're forcing that on us, and
Yeah. Have
especially
you
with
seen
you.
Ben and Jerry's like uprising in their campaigns and their voice and advocating?
Yeah. So what happened with that? Because I see a lot of people posted on TikTok and saying that they're buying Ben and Jerry's.
Hell yeah, because if you go on TikTok and you go to Ben and Jerry's page, it's nothing but Black Lives Matter, bring back Martin Luther King Jr. Day, equal rights for all, immigration is important. Um, they're all with it. They with everything. They good. Everybody's loving them.
They're for the people.
But when you go, some not the one near my house, thank God. But because of this, Some people's food lines and Walmarts are literally locking it up with a key, like putting it on
Yes, I
display,
saw
and
that.
you gotta go because they got posted pictures of it online of it
What?
literally locked up. You gotta call a store associate to get a damn Ben and Jerry's.
That's crazy.
That's weird. And they found out that that whole like locking things up, that actually decreased sales. So they're like doing that on purpose because
Yeah.
they were saying that in certain stores, they thought that locking things up was going to like prevent people from stealing, but all it did was decrease sales. That's why you keep seeing all these stores
Somebody in the
closing.
comment section was just like, "I'm just gonna open the door next to it and reach."
I'm so weak. But that's crazy to block off the ice cream. People are so weird. I haven't seen that. I'll have to look.
And they came out. I don't know if it's new or not, but or maybe it was limited edition and they brought it back recently. But their equal rights ice cream,
Hmm.
I guess they brought that back.
Oh.
It was
Um
probably limited edition, like they do like a certain month of the year,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
they brought it back because of what's going on.
They need good. I'm glad that there's a company that's advocating because it's crazy. People and I mean we are just sitting around cuz it's like we're processing. We're trying to take this all in and more than half of us are tired. Like
And then you know that these stores, they're like, oh, Trump put in the executive order, so we have to do it. But they don't have to do anything right now. Like nothing was passed down to these stores. They're doing it just because they wanted to do it.
yeah.
Like they didn't get any order that they had to change anything yet.
Yeah, because Microsoft did that bit way before Trump even was in office for real, for real.
Exactly.
Now, on that
Exactly.
topic, the whole ICE coming into schools,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
they've already notified the schools and everything, and now here are the little things that I do like are the fact that each principal at each different school, they're allowed to review the policy and create their own policy regarding that whole situation, right? Of
Mhm.
course you can't deny them to come in, but you can make some type of loophole with like conversation and whatnot. So like some principals are saying, of course you have to let them in your classroom if they want to come in. However, some are saying like you do not have to give them any information regarding ethnicity, immigration status, assumptions, or none of that. And some principals were even saying, "Could know at an elementary school nearby, their principal had put in as a policy that any teachers that spoke to them were going to be in trouble. So like
Mm.
if y'all want to come into the schools, but the teachers will not talk to you."
That's
Yeah, they're
good.
not going to participate and help you. Like it's weird.
Yeah, but I like the fact that some of them can make it a policy so that like you can actually get reprimanded if you start calling out fucking kids' names while ICE is
Yeah,
with you.
that's crazy. Why would you
Yeah.
even do that?
I'm sure
Like,
there are
why
some
would.
people. I'm sure. I can
Oh
imagine.
yeah, definitely
I can
some.
imagine.
Uh-huh. And there's certain teachers that are like how
Closeted
can you say?
racist.
Well, that too, but like like people pleasers. Like they like
Oh
the
yeah,
type that is gonna
and then
like
don't
tell
let
on
them
you
just
if
in
you took
general
too
be a
long of
Trump
a
lover.
lunch.
Oh God,
Yeah.
if let them be a Trump lover in general, like they're gonna see ICE and be like, "Oh, that one, that Mexican right there."
Yeah, literally. Like, oh,
Jeez.
you should come over for a pie later. Like, if you don't sit your brown nose in, listen,
Exactly. There's
I'm.
always gonna be those types. It's kind of sad.
That's too much. I
And then
live
I
in.
saw a girl, she was like she was at her house and those people came to her house and she looked very young and she had opened her door and they were trying to get into her house. They didn't even have a proper warrant. They had a warrant, but it didn't have the judge's signature. And luckily she had like learned her rights. So she had like her phone and she read them her rights. Like I don't have to let you in. I don't have to present you any documents. Like what? And they said it's something called like the red card.
Oh, I feel like I saw that. I did see that.
I was like,
That's
that's so sad and scary.
it's scary that that's the times that we're living in.
Like
I
a
don't.
teenager has to learn her rights and like read it off of a phone.
Yeah.
That's scary. This is America. I don't
Uh-uh.
even. I don't know. I I don't know because it's like you want to be hopeful, but that's all you can be at
Yeah.
this point. Like you.
Basically,
I
right
don't have
now
no
we
hope
just
left.
have yeah. Well, basically right now we just have to wait and see. There's like because there's a difference between the policies in place and him and people actually taking heed to the policies in place, if you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, I no, and I understand that, but there's a lot of the red states though are taking his policies and putting them in place. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when everyone was talking about how abortion rights would be left to the state, South Carolina, if you get an abortion, they're ending your life. They're
What?
I did see that. Yep. Then they've already. I'm pretty sure they already granted that, right? Like that is a full thing now. Like,
I think so.
yeah,
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
crazy.
And then in
And even if
Mississippi,
you, some states, if you miscarry on accident, like you just miscarry, boom, jail time at least 2 months.
Oh
Bitch, I
wow.
miscarried. Like, what the fuck do you
how is
mean?
that? Yeah, that's wild. Because
Yeah,
that's
because
not in your control.
that happened to a woman. She was at the hospital and she miscarried in the bathroom and she flushed the toilet and they said that because she flushed the toilet that she was getting rid of evidence or something.
You know what was really scary for me was when I got my abortion a couple months ago, and I got the abortion and then went back to do the checkup or whatever, and it failed, so I went back again. And when they were like doing some type of like questionnaire, she was
Oh, don't
like,
fill out nothing, girl. Just
she
get
was like, so did you say that this was planned? And I was like, um, not exactly planned, no, but did I plan on keeping it? No. Like, what are you asking me here? Like,
yeah,
you
what are
trying
you
to get
trying
me
to
to
say?
say something?
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's scary. And they're saying too, if you have those apps on your phone that have like the period
yeah,
The
they're
tracker,
tracking
tracking
that shit
not to
now.
use
yeah, to
them.
turn that off or to change it or switch up the dates or whatever you got to do.
Yeah, either switch
to,
up the dates or don't use it and start using it on fucking paper because
yeah,
all of that is tracking your data, and even your phone has a period health thing now. Like iPhone has a
yeah,
period health now. Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
using none of that shit. No.
I use none of that shit.
Mm-mm.
That's oh my.
Ask me, I'm gonna
I
tell you my shit's irregular AF. I don't know. What's even a period? I'm going through fucking menopause.
no. What's a period?
A
I am
period is crazy,
so weak.
but that's
And you're
true.
not
Like
catching my
what?
ass for shit.
I'm like
And
I'm hormonal.
I'm
I don't
celibate.
know.
I haven't done nothing.
Yep, I don't know nothing.
No, no.
That's so scary. No control
But
Ugh.
that is a whole nother reason right there to why to be celibate. Some of the states now too, they can ban birth control if they like.
and condoms.
Yeah, you got me fucked up. No thanks. I'm good. I
And
freaked
did
out last month when they told me I had to wait 5 days for my birth control. You told me,
oh
and
my
I'm
gosh.
celibate, and I was still freaking the fuck out.
Mm-mm-mm. And
Like
they did you hear about that guy that said that he was trying to like uh said that if you ejaculate then you have to say that that was in order to fertilize a baby or something like that, and like
I know
people
what
were
you're talking
protesting
about.
it,
I don't know
and
what
then he
state it
said
was.
yeah, and he said he was and now he's getting like death threats from men being like what the hell are you talking
Somebody in a state was trying to not oppose, but start a petition or whatever for a policy saying that if you if so with the women, right? If you miscarry, then you do jail time. So they're saying, okay, so for the men, if you ejaculate and you don't impregnate or fertilize an embryo, then you should go to jail as well.
exactly, because the whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And
So
that look, shit,
if we're
every
gonna
goddamn
be
man at that point would be in jail because they get off on themselves every 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and the
I'm.
thing is, like, how come they haven't made anything for men? Like, they've made a million different
No.
birth control things for women that are all that mess up our
Men have birth
hormones and
control
all
in
types of
England.
stuff. Where do they have
In England, pretty sure.
it?
Okay, but America needs to.
Yeah, figure it
It's a
out,
pill
because
just like ours.
Is
yeah,
it?
because the men they can have, like, in a 9 month period, a woman can only have those children that she was going to have in that 9 month period, whereas
Yeah,
a guy can go out and have about 10, 20 kids in that
batches
9 month
just
period.
sprinkling them all out.
Exactly. So who needs the birth control more? You're like, it just doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Just snip them all at 18. Make that a policy. Yeah. You get that shit reversed when you get married. Good riddance.
Talk about population control for real, for real.
For real.
That's wild. I guess that's
It'd
a
be
good.
fixing teen pregnancy too. Hey, I'm on to something.
I literally
That's
cannot
true.
with you, Miss Ma'am. And that's a good place to end because the world's ending and they're, I guess, trying to make more babies and babies. I have no idea what they're trying to do. It's really counterproductive, honestly, because it's like you want to make
Mhm.
babies, but you don't want to feed the babies or house the babies. But that's just America. Please like, comment, and subscribe to MJ's Garden Chat. Um, all conversation and topics are alleged, as we do not want to be sued by anyone. You know, that's not a good look. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye.